Hi, thanks for joining. And let me introduce about our company. We are working on e-commerce domain, and we have presence in different countries, uh, US based basically, and we have our offices in Pune, Bangalore, and Chennai as well. And we are as we are looking for a candidate who can help us on our QA activities and who can handle day-to-day testing related tasks. Right, you must have received the JD already, so let's start with the interview. So can you define uh, what project you are handling as of now and what kind of product it is where you are working?
Hi Nitesh. Actually, I am handling two projects right now. One is a channel and another is secure shipment. Both the projects are from the e-commerce, and I am currently working on e-commerce domain. So my current project is channel OMS, where we are uh, getting orders. We are fetching orders from multiple channels and uh, able to fulfill that orders uh, for the sellers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so there is multiple channels like Shopify, WooCommerce, Instamojo, and Amazon, Flipkart. So we are fetching that much of orders, and we will place it to our end.
Fine. Fine. And what you do as a test engineer there? What is your role there?
So as a test engineer, firstly, I am responsible for the API testing. I integrate the multiple channels with one seller. Suppose one my seller ABC, he is using multiple channels like Amazon. He is using Amazon as well. He is using Flipkart. He is using WooCommerce. He is using Shopify. So I am integrating multiple channels uh, to his account, and then after that I am responsible for to fetch, means I am check validate that all the orders are getting fetched and saving in our database or not. Okay, and after that the orders we are saving, then we are able to fulfill it from our end or not, that I am validate. So basically I do that type of testing only.
Okay. How big is your team?
Actually, my team is around 8%. There are three developers, and we are two testers in that team, and one TPM there, and there is a two senior, means my TL also involved, and one manager is also involved in my team.
Okay. So you are working in a agile setup, agile
Yeah,
development.
we are follow Agile in my organization.
Okay. Okay. So you are well aware about the agile process and everything.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, great. So what are the ceremonies you have in let's say if you're following a sprint?
Okay, so basically there are five ceremonies in Agile. So first, Agile start from the grooming session, then sprint planning, then sprint review, and then daily scrum, and the retrospective meeting. So first of all, when a product manager introduce new project, that time he take a grooming session and he introduce his project that he is launching or he is introducing new project. Then after, there is a sprint planning. that we divide our project into multiple, means which we are going firstly, then this is going in a second phase, that we are plan that in a sprint wise. Then after we review the sprint, and then we are agile is like a iteration and a incremental approach. So we daily update the status in Scrum, that we are what we are doing today, what we are facing the roadblocks, and all times of that. And after the successfully we deploy it on, so we take a retrospective on that about what are the challenges we are faced in our sprint. That's it.
Great, great. Can you define what
Mhm.
is test scenario?
Okay. Actually, this scenario is a function. We can say it as a functionality. Okay, there are multiple test cases involved in test scenarios. Like we are use means I am using a e-commerce domain. So my test scenario, like we are able to log in dashboard. That's my first scenario. Then I am able to uh, integrate multiple channels in my dashboard. That's my second scenario, and so on.
Okay, okay, great. So how test cases are different from the test scenario? Are both are same?
No, there are we can say that they both are same, but actually they are not same. There are multiple test cases comes in one scenario. Means if I am talk about user can log in into the dashboard. That's my scenario. But my test cases are he is able to log in with valid credentials, means valid user ID and valid password. Then he is not able to log in with valid user ID and a invalid password. So there are multiple scenarios we are taking that. So we do both testing in that, black box testing and white box testing in one scenario.
Okay, okay, great. And why testing is important?
Uh, so actually today is a world of globalization. If we see before 10 to 15 years ago, there is only one mobile phone, Nokia, that is leading the market. But right now, there are the multiple mobile phones that are Oppo's, Vivo's, and multiples, uh, challenging everyone. They are giving the qualities to one another. So end user right now wants only quality, and if anyone give him a better quality, so that will lead the market. That's why testing is more important right now.
Okay, okay. Hmm. So let's talk about the testing process part. Let's assume that there is a 15-day sprint or 2-week sprint. Okay.
Okay.
And on the fourth or fifth day,
Hmm.
let's say the sprint is starting from 1st March and ending on 15th March. Let's assume this. Okay.
Okay.
And on the 4th or 5th day, let's say 4th or 5th March, developer will give you a build.
Okay.
Okay, intermediate build they can give, right? Let's say a
Yeah.
feature is ready, they can give a new build. Okay, test
Yeah.
particular things, right? The new feature. So once you get a new feature or the new build, right, what are the things you will do?
Firstly, I do basic testing, that is called smoke testing. Okay, so I perform smoke testing on that to validate the stability of the build. If the build is stable, then I will do the further testing on that. And if my build is not stable, then I reject the build and reassign it to the developer, that I'll not accept the build after the smoke
Let,
testing.
okay,
And
let's,
if the build is stable, then after I do a testing on that, I execute the all my test cases on the build.
great, fine. And let's assume that this is smoke check is working fine, build is fine, right? You will be checking now the real feature which you want to test, right? And let's assume that you see that there is a particular deviation from the expected behavior. A particular thing is not working related to new feature, right?
Okay.
So what you will do once you will see this kind of deviation? What you will do after that?
After that, re I will try to reproduce the bug again and again. Okay, with multiple scenarios, with multiple test cases.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll try to find the RC behind the bug. I mean, cause analysis behind the bug, why this is happening. And I actually find what is the reason behind the bug. It is a front end issue or the back end issue. If there is a back end issue, then I'll check the API call, and if API call is working fine, but it is showing on the front end, then I'll mark it as a front end issue, and then I create a bug on for that issue as a specific, or if it is a backend issue, or if it is a front end issue, and assign it to the specific developer
Okay.
with proper RCA. Why it is happening on the why it is happening.
Okay. And so is it a good idea that um, inform the developer first about the defect and then raise the defect?
Yeah, it is a good idea. If I'll show him that it is a bug, and then after I'll raise the bug.
Okay. Okay. Fine. And you raise a bug, you assigned it, right? Then what will happen? You assigned it to some developer. Then what will happen?
Then he will check,
Okay.
and he will fix it. And if he'll not fix, I'll call him, or uh, ping him that this is the bug, please check and look into this.
Okay. Then they will fix it. Then what will happen?
Then they will fix it. Then he will assign it to me after fixing. Then he will assign it me, and also he will change the status of the Jira. Means we are working on a Jira, Agile, so we are using Jira. Then he will change assign it to me. Then I'll retest the bug, and if it is fixed, that time I'll close the Jira. And if it is not fixed yet, so I will assign him, and he I told him that this bug is still not fixed, please check.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Great. Fine. Have you worked on the API testing side also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me, like how you perform it basically, API testing, how you do it?
Actually, we are to perform API testing by using Postman tool. Okay, so API stand for the application. Sorry, I forgot the that one. So application program interface.
Okay.
So I do API testing with Postman too. I hit the request and check the valid response are coming to me or not. Okay, that's happened with the push, Postman tool. And if developer give me only the front end link, so that time we use the developer tool to check the APIs and the status code.
Okay. Okay. Can you automate also your test cases using Postman?
Yeah, somewhat we can automate the test cases like status codes, actual results, and what we want.
But how you perform the automation? How you achieve automation using Postman?
Automation, we are there is a one tab there, that's a test. After the parameter and authorization, there is a parameter test where we validate that if you are sending the data, so it will show if it is a if the status code is 200, we will pass the if status is 200, that it will pass, or else it will fail, and it will show in the response that you want status code 200, but it's throwing 201.
Great. And do you know what language Postman uses in that test tab?
JSON.
What programming language it is?
I don't know about that, but we are using a JSON format to check response.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Do you know the difference between post and put?
Yes,
Okay.
actually both are the same little bit, but difference. Like Postman is when we are newly, means suppose I just want to say that if I want to register some user on the, like I have Facebook page, so if I want to register one uh, user, that time I will use post request, because it is not already registered, or it is not a exist user. But if I want to update that user, so it will I will update the put method to update the things. So basically when we are want to update means create new entry, that time we use post, and if we want to update any query, that time we use put method.
Okay. Great. Have you worked on database side anytime in your day-to-day activity? Do you go to the
Yeah,
database and check
yes, yes.
something?
I do work on my SQL and Mongo as well.
Okay. Great. Great. Fine. And do you know how, where your application is deployed? What technology you're using?
We are using Jenkins to deploy our builds,
Okay. And
and
where it is hosted? Is it on Google, GCP, or AWS, or it's on
uh,
premise?
actually
How it
we
is?
we were available on AWS, but lastly for cost cutting we are migrated from AWS to Cloudflare.
Okay. Fine. Okay. In the database side, do
Hmm?
you know what is the difference between
Hmm?
primary key and foreign key?
Yeah, basically primary key is a unique, means it is a unique, it can't be duplicate, but foreign key may be du duplicate. Okay, and suppose we have a one table order, so that's a ID is primary key. So when we created order item table, so we mapped my primary key with my foreign key to map order data with order item data. It is used to map.
Okay. Fine. Fine. And do you know what is the difference between char and varchar data type in SQL?
Actually, I'm not aware of care, but I think I just want to try the answer. Ki care is the only accept only one character, and varchar we define the varchar with limit data like 10, 20, and it is up to 250 characters. I'm
Okay.
not sure about that, but I am trying to answer.
you are using MySQL and MongoDB both, right?
Yes.
Mm, so let's say there is a table called employee, okay,
Okay.
and there are columns like employee. You can note down this. So there are columns like employee ID. Second column is employee name. Third column is
Can you please please
date of joining. I'll put in chat window also. Okay. There is an employee table
okay.
and the columns are EMP underscore ID, EMP underscore name, EMP underscore date of joining, EMP underscore salary. Four columns. Okay.
Okay.
And we want to find out all the employee
Hmm.
whose name starts with
Hmm.
T, character T.
Okay. So I'll just write the query.
Yeah, take
Like
your time, take your time
any
and put
I,
your answer in chat window. Okay. So the
okay.
question is, I'm repeating, we want to get all the employee details whose name starts with character T.
Just I'm writing. Sorry, sorry. Name in where employee name is. I just update this one.
Okay. Okay. And let's take another question. Can you find all
Hmm.
the employees? You have to write a query to
Hmm.
find all the employees
Hmm.
whose date of joining
Hmm.
is in between 1st January 2023 to
Version. Hmm.
1st March 2023.
First, first Jan 2023 to
1st
first.
March 2023. Yeah.
Okay.
For other people repeating the question, but Dhaneshwar will give the answer only. Okay. So the question was, find all the employees whose date of joining is in between 1st January 2023 to 1st March 2023. Okay. So you are
Yeah.
using between keyword right here.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. And why you are not using greater than equal to and less than equal to, something like that?
Uh,
Can you use that?
no, no, I am not use that query. Use this query for fetch my or orders. That's why I remember that only.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thanks. Thanks for joining this interview, Ganeshwar. Do you have any question for me?
Sir, actually, I just want to my about the feedback. So where I have to improve myself.
Okay. Okay. Yes, we'll talk about it. Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay.